We out here. Yep. Yo, we started this already?
I'm waiting for your introduction.
Go get me a jersey. Nah, I'm fucking ready, bro.
This is 2 straight times that you're not wearing a jersey.
I don't need one. I'm ready. As long as I have a fucking cold beer.
What episode are we on?
This is episode 38. No, you're gonna make up some number.
We're on 7.
But I've only been here for 6.
Yeah, you weren't here for the first one.
The first one sucked, so this is the 6th episode.
Are you happy that we brought Sheets back on this episode?
I'm fucking thrilled.
You don't look like it.
This guy
he
was
doesn't look like it either.
This guy was all emotional listening to fucking My Chemical Romance last time when he wasn't on here. Cut my wrist and black my heart. I love you, Sheets.
I apologize to all the viewers out there, all 2 of you, that you had to watch the last podcast with Pat O'Leary. That was probably one of the worst podcasts that ever happened. And unfortunately...
But we did what we wanted to do.
What was that?
We fucking made the guy hit the panic button and we Odell Beckham?
How do you trade Zeke, Odell, and Tom Brady all in the last week like that?
The plan was to get Zeke over here. But that obviously didn't work because he didn't come to the podcast.
That's true.
He wasn't there. But yeah, we raped him.
He comes in the last podcast and was talking about Zeke and defending Odell. Like, he covered Brady. Oh, Brady, I have a gut feeling. I won 4 out of my 6 championships with Brady on my team. Man, I'm going to win this and that. He traded him.
What's the points difference between the third quarterback and Tom Brady?
The third quarterback, 125.
5 points! 5 points! This guy's fucking cooked!
He was very cool. No, I meant 5 spots.
Oh, 5 spots.
5 spots.
Oh, okay, never mind. Different story. Sheets, how you doing today?
Great. How about you guys?
Yo, you seem like you're on edge today. You seem on edge today.
We're ready. Let's go.
You getting your last minute notes over there?
I'm just reading.
So today's agenda, we'll talk a little bit about the trades that have happened with O'Leary, how he hit the panic button. We're only a few days away from draft day. We'll actually, on the back here on the board, you can probably barely see it. All the picks have been written down. We'll just probably talk about the next 2 rounds. Why do you have that on there right now? But let's step away from fantasy football in general, and let's just talk about the NFL this upcoming season.
Bro, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a great season. The cheerleaders are coming out. The players are coming out.
What is that? Yo,
bro,
that back.
I'm ready for the podcast.
This is already gonna be the worst. This is gonna be the worst podcast next to O'Leary's. The way it's gonna go, guys. Let's talk about.
It will never be close to O'Leary's. O'Leary was like the most blandest person. Is bland even a word? Bland means boring, right?
Yeah, vanilla.
O'Leary was the absolute worst person I've ever seen on camera. Never mind a camera rolling, filming. Bro, he has a face for radio, first of all. His voice is whatever. His face is fucking stupid. This guy comes over here. Yeah, man, I went to fucking flag football practice.
The tape up there.
Let's go. I lifted today, man. Bro, we already got fucking Juice Head Dupe in the league. We got Tom, who's been going to the gyms for 4 years and still the same size. And we got Babs, who lost 8 bra sizes in the last 2 years.
That is true.
We good already. We don't need any more fit life, guys.
Sheets, would you like to comment about you not being on the last podcast?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nothing to say.
Wait, you want to sit in the middle today? Because you look like you're sad.
Nobody said.
You look like you need a happy
Make
ending.
a wish. He wants to sit
I wasn't on the last podcast because I didn't want to be on the last podcast. They can spin it as much as they want, but I didn't want to be on the last podcast.
Yeah, I was on the couch over here crying.
I was right in the room. I got asked to be on the podcast.
Bro.
Yeah, it was pity. It was a pity invite because of how bad the podcast was.
Bro.
You guys aren't privy.
I just want to ask you how the counseling sessions have gone. Because I know you put yourself into counseling.
Yeah, I know. It's been a rough couple weeks.
Hey, is Sammy Watkins still a top 5 wide receiver this year?
Definitely not. And I never said he was. I said he had potential.
I think we can go review that on the tape because you said he's going to be a top 5 this year.
Review on the tape how you
I don't
want
think
to be
he
on the
said
podcast too.
I think he did.
I don't think he said that. But bro, like touching on that subject, because this is a free podcast, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like, how devastated are you? Like, you're an underdog from the beginning. You, out of all people, you could easily overcome it. I've seen people lose their first round pick and still make the playoffs.
I mean, he
and
lost
still
his
win
first
the
round
championship.
and second round last year with AP and
Exactly. So,
Jamal.
like, are you? It sucks to start the season and you feel like you're behind right now. So, how do you feel?
So, I feel like I'm behind in the sense that I probably took him about a round and a half over his new ADP.
I would say even a full 2 because he's going
maybe two full, but I still think he goes in the first 5 rounds.
Yes.
You know what I mean, in my opinion.
Yeah, mid-fifth.
I mean, I took him near the bottom of the third. I'm talking myself into his situation. I mean, obviously I'm stuck with him, so I have to look at the upside with it. I mean, that team, if Goff can make a step, and that's a huge if. I think Goff sucks. I think he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the league, maybe the worst starting quarterback in the league. But he, if that offense, if he can just step up just a little bit, that offense is loaded, man. And they made some huge acquisitions over the offseason, and we might talk about divisions today. But I think the Rams could be on the way up. I mean, I don't think they're a great team, but I think they could really put points on the board. You know, they're not going to be a top 10 offense, but they could stay to the middle of the road.
I don't even know.
It's just one of those things, dude, which really sucks, like, that we had to draft so early. Like, obviously, if we didn't even touch this board yet, and it comes this Sunday, like you said, Watkins is going in the 5th round, and you had high hopes from him, and then his trade, like, you wouldn't even have touched him, like,
no,
and you would have,
right?
you would have. Honestly,
obviously, you got to buy into it now. You hope for the best right now.
Well, yeah, I'm obviously hoping for the best. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. But
if somebody,
it's almost like an injury.
No,
I have a real question.
If it came back to my 5th. If he fell to my 5th round pick, I'd probably still take him though.
Really? That was the question I was gonna ask.
Even in the situation, so look at where Allen Robinson is being drafted. I think Sammy Watkins is better than Allen Robinson.
Right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think so.
No, just like as a player.
I don't think so.
Like, I think he's better than Allen Robinson. I'm not saying situation or anything, but I think Blake Bortles is just as bad. And obviously the situation is not the same because they have more garbage time potentially, but. We'll talk about this when we get into the divisions, but Jacksonville should be ascending as well on the defensive side of the ball, and the Rams have a very good defense as well. They're in extremely similar situations, and people are saying Allen Robinson might be the best wide receiver available next to Hopkins. It's like Hopkins and him for most people. I think Robinson sucks, but
he gets targets. He's going to get tons of targets on that team.
There's going to be less targets,
even if they go out of bounds.
Yeah, that's good.
So I have a question. If somebody offered you right now their 6th round pick for Watkins, would you take it?
No.
Because you're admitting that you fucked up, or because just you'd rather gamble?
No, I think he has 5th round value, and I'd be willing to. I mean, as details come out, I mean the part that sucks is that he's getting in late to like past training camp and all that shit. So now he's in a situation where he has to quickly get up to speed with Goff, who's already a learning quarterback. So that's worrisome.
Real.
But he's still worth a 5th round pick. I still believe in his talent. I think he's an elite talent, and I think that if Goff can put it together, he's clearly the best weapon on that offense. Gurley's just whatever. I think Gurley's solid.
Do you think the Bills got rid of him because they see something in him, like injury or something like that? They're like, we can't work with him. What do you think? Why do you think the Bills got rid of him?
I think the Bills are under new leadership. I think they're just having a fire sale, man. I think they're getting rid of and they're trying to reconstruct their team from top to bottom. And
they just don't want to get sucked.
Dude, they traded away.
By the way, just look over there. It's just off Goff, Gurley, Watkins.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, so the Rams, fuck you. I lost my train of thought.
You were talking.
It could pay off, man. It could pay off over there at the Rams.
I had a good answer.
Nah, you were talking about getting
the
Rams.
fire sale and
So the Bills traded. They downgraded at 2 positions, at wide receiver and cornerback, just to accumulate more picks. They're obviously just going to rebuild. I think they probably see that there's no way they beat the Patriots this year.
In 3 seasons, Sammy Watkins had 2,459 receptions. Willie Cox.
Yeah.
Receptions? That's a pretty good stat. 2,000 receptions.
No, look again.
Remember Wilcox said that?
Obviously, obviously he's one of the biggest stories of the early draft, right? So he's one of the biggest losers of this early draft, probably the biggest. As of right
Wilcox?
now. No. Sammy, well, to him too. Sammy Watkins is probably the most. There hasn't been a significant injury yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say Zeke is probably the worst.
Zeke, we can get into that a little bit later, but the Watkins, even though he's been traded, it feels like an injury. It feels like someone got hurt based on these 3 rounds.
But let me I don't mean to take up the whole podcast, but it's just
absolutely are.
Like you definitely came prepared. You actually did.
Dude, it's that Sammy still has elite talent. If they can put it together even a little bit. Let's say Goff fucking sucks for 4 weeks. They put Keenum back in. Then I think he's right back into the top 20.
You know what sucks, bro? Is I had a Buffalo Bills Watkins jersey. I was gonna surprise him, and I had to send it back.
Shit. That's actually a lie.
I have another question.
I try to tell the truth and no one believes me.
Do you think that they got rid of Watkins because they know more about his foot injury or something?
You just asked me that.
Oh, you did?
Not really.
They're having a fire sale. They're getting rid of the players. That is what you said.
I did say that, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize.
But I'm just saying, they want to get rid of him. They're downgrading to accumulate picks. They got a second and a fourth round.
How do you
pick
feel? So you said that you're probably not making the playoffs this year, and I just think that this is already the start of you not.
You said that?
No, I said it like before the draft started.
You said it before we even picked like anything. You just said you had a feeling like you, Ton, and like me were not gonna make the playoffs this year. I think this is just the start.
If in my head I thought I wasn't making the playoffs for a year, I would just fucking take the year off.
It's a hunch. It was just bullshit.
Oh, okay, good. So
usually your hunch is right.
Like the only thing good about you is that you're always cocky. So just stay cocky. Don't be fucking humble.
No, I'm not.
Bro, you're gonna win the championship this year.
Obviously. I already said it. The reason I took Watkins is because I can afford the risk, because I catch up to everybody regardless of what happens to me.
Exactly. So that's what his fucking train of thought should be at.
Yeah, but now that we have O'Leary in the league, like O'Leary will just take. Like,
bro, it doesn't even matter because we get between rounds.
O'Leary and Ton right now are the fucking bottom dwellers, right?
Just like I do every year. I'm not gonna let you change the subject yet.
No, I'm not trying to change the subject.
Sammy Watkins becomes a wide receiver 3 at this point, right? So I'm gonna
more like a wide receiver 6, but
I'm gonna be hitting a wide receiver like I do every year between rounds 5 and 8, where he becomes a wide receiver 2 anyway. So I'm fine. It doesn't even matter. Like I just have consistency with high upside.
Can I talk about that round like 5 and whatever you're talking about? So now right here you're gonna be picking like you pretty much think Watkins is not worth. He's a wide receiver 3.
Yep.
Okay. Right here at your pick, you have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th pick in the 4th round. Are you gonna go wide receiver, or are you just gonna go best player available?
No, I've never had a positional strategy ever. I've always taken the player that I have highest on my board. And
so that's a wide receiver.
That's what it was. No, not necessarily. It depends who falls.
Okay. How do you feel about Devontae Freeman getting that big contract?
It's great. It solidifies him as a workhorse that I already suspected he was, but yeah. It's good.
It's terrific.
You're such a faggot.
And explain why I'm a faggot.
No, I'm good.
Kory, no, you said I'm a faggot.
Can we talk about something?
No, because you said I was a faggot. Okay.
I already wrote a fucking essay on the fucking group meet.
About what?
About your contradicting ways.
Contradicting ways, and that's why you're not being co-commissioner anymore. No wonder why you've been such in a bad mood. Because last night I was gonna name you co-commissioner, and I had a GM reach out to me and call me and talk to me. And you know what? We've agreed.
I knew you thought this way the whole day, and you know what's funny to me is that I offered out of like I'm
you didn't even want. I said, "Can you be commissioner?" And you're like, "Co-commissioner," and you kind of balked at the offer right
I agree.
At the beginning. I did.
I'm doing it as a favor to the league. I'm asking because I want to help you out. But now you're acting as if you're taking something away from me that I wanted. I never even wanted to do
exactly. That's why I didn't. I never took it away from you. All
right, guys. That's what we have a fucking podcast to run. We have a podcast to run. I don't care if you're the co-commissioner, no commissioner, fucking co-commissioner's cocksucker.
Co-commissioner,
bro. I'm the best commissioner of all time. I'm the fucking.
You are. It's actually been proven. Like
100%. I never had any of this fucking drama, Dr. Phil bullshit. All I did was win championships.
Did you just use a bottle opener on a twist off?
I didn't know it was twist off.
You didn't know Bud Light's a twist off?
I don't drink Bud Light.
That is the unmanliest thing I've ever seen. Unmanliest thing I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Put your pinky up when you do that shit.
All right, guys, can we talk?
Let's get on the.
Can we not talk about fantasy football? Can we just talk about regular football? Can we talk about the divisions? Can we talk about what we think the records are going to be, who's going to be the division winners.
Yes.
Mind if I lead us to that segment after
Time out.
minutes? Go ahead.
Before we start this podcast,
Yo, hold on.
15-minute intro is up.
Do you have any more thoughts on Sammy Watkins?
Yeah, do you think that
we
because
just
he hurt
talked about
his
it for
foot-
fucking 30 minutes. Even though it's only 15.
Am I going to make
Alright.
the playoffs or not?
No, before this, I want to make
I
a
hope
$20 bet with both of you guys. $20, $40 to the winner. Each person pays 20. Whoever is the most accurate on predicting, how many divisions are there?
There's 8 total.
8 divisions?
Yes.
Whoever predicts the most division winners. All they have to do is the winners.
Okay.
Whoever predicts the most. Correct?
I'm
Is
not
that cool?
keeping stats on this. Like
No, but we're gonna we'll watch this podcast over and we're gonna say,
we'll watch it over. Yeah.
I have the
that's
first
fine.
8. This. You guys want to shake or you guys are gonna kill you? Oh shit!
Ah!
All right, let's go. Let's roll.
All right, so guys, let's start off with the AFC East.
Okay.
I'll lead one of you guys in, or I can talk first. We'll just ad lib it. So AFC East, their big division opponents this year is the NFC South and the AFC West. I'll just start at first, and I'm gonna go from 4th place, last place, all the way to 1st place. 4th place, I have in the AFC East, the Jets. I think that they're gonna go 1-15. So a lot of people looking at that team, I know. I feel you know it too, and you'll talk about it, I'm sure. The chances of them going 0-16, it's high right now. Dude, like they just got Lucky Whitehead. He gets hurt. They had who got
he was gonna play a lot.
But who do they just have that got like another injury as well? One of their wide receivers.
Joe Namath.
Quincy Newell.
Quincy Newell, like people were talking about him 2 weeks ago. Quincy Newell was gonna be the new number 1. Robbie Anderson's like their wide receiver 1 right now. That team looks so bad. I have them chalked up for 1 win, and that will be against either Jacksonville at home, which I'll get into a little bit about Jacksonville, or they'll be Cleveland on the road. I think they'll win one of those games. They actually are playing the Patriots week 17, so if the Patriots are already locked into the playoffs, they might just throw the BC squad out there and the Jets could win that game. But I think the Jets are just going to be in full tank mode and try to get like a Lamar Jackson for next year. And also, by the way, after their bye week, they have such a tough schedule, and this is the end of the season. Carolina, Kansas City, Denver, New Orleans, the Chargers, and then New England. Like, just to end the season. Like, that's just, like, abysmal.
You cannot win those games.
No. So, like,
I could see them coming into New England and winning against
a B squad? Like Garoppolo?
No, not even Garoppolo. If Garoppolo, like, dies in a plane crash and Jacoby Brissett plays, then the Jets might be able to win 7-6. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
That's like the only chance at a win this year.
So that's why they're playing either Jacksonville. They play Jacksonville or Cleveland before their bye. They get that 1 win. This team's just it's just chalking up as a loss this year. Moving on, 3rd and 2nd place, I have.
Can I say something about the Jets real quick?
I mean,
I know
you're going to talk about the Jets soon.
Listen to me. The Jets have always fucked this up. They're tanking, obviously. They want the best pick. They're going to fuck it up at the end of the season, like I said.
So there'll be another team out there that's going to get that, wants to get that pick.
They're going to
they'll get the number 2
Yeah,
pick.
they're going to fucking win a game that nobody thought
We'll go
they
to the
would
draft next year and root them on for...
Where's the draft next year?
They haven't announced it yet, but I'm guessing it's going to be something similar. The next 2, I have them actually together. The Dolphins and Bills, the 2 and 3 spot, and I have them as the same record, 5-11. I'll start with the Bills first. I have them in the 3rd spot. I think their wins this year will be against the Jets twice, and they'll split against Miami one of those games, and they'll win 2 more. Rex Ryan's out of there. Like you were just talking about, the Bills having a fire sale right now, getting rid of some of their secondary, getting rid of Watkins, downgrading in positions. Can McCoy carry that team all season? I don't think so. They'll get a couple wins here and there at home, but I still see that team's not going to... They're also in a tank mode as well. Dolphins, same thing. Win against the Jets, split against Buffalo. They got Cutler at QB. Jay Ajayi got concussed. They had another, I think a backup for Ajayi got concussed. Everyone's just getting hurt over there. They were in the playoffs last year. I believe they were 11-5 last year. This team does not look like it's going in the right direction at all. I have them chalked up as 5 wins. Patriots, a lot of people are saying they're going to go undefeated. I have them at number 1. I don't think they're going to go undefeated at all. Brady's got the weapons. They're obviously the choice to win the AFC East, correct?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. So I actually have their losses. Their 3 losses at Denver, at Oakland, which is in Mexico, and at Pittsburgh. Those are going to be the 3 tough games, and they could win. They can win all 3. They can lose 1. I think they're going to lose at least one of those games, and so I have them chalked up as 13 and 3. You guys want to talk about the AFC East at all and what your predictions are?
I'm going to throw my predictions real quick. I don't want to fucking blabble on like you just took 30 minutes.
I can't. I wrote all these notes down. So.
I didn't write shit down. The Jets are going to be 3 and 13. The Bills are going to be 4, 11 and 1. Miami is going to be 8 and 8. And the Patriots are going to be 15 and 1. And win the division.
I like that 4-11-1 because I have someone later on with a tie as well too.
Okay. So maybe they might tie that team that you say later on.
No, probably not.
So they don't play them. All right, you can go.
There's nothing really to talk about here. The division is going to finish the same way it did last year. It's going to be the Patriots, then clearly the Dolphins, and then the bottom 2. I have no idea why you put the Dolphins and Bills on the same level. Dolphins, I mean, maybe have taken a half step back, but they were clearly better than the Bills last year. And the Bills are going way down. Like like we just talked about, they're getting rid of everybody. They're downgrading at every position. They're ready to rebuild.
So I agree. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but I literally eyeballed every schedule, and it looks very tough for the Dolphins to.
The Dolphins.
I mean, they can win 7 games.
The Dolphins won 10 games last year. They're not a pushover team. They're going to put up a fight with every game. And I like Jay Cutler in that offense, to be honest. It opens the game up for them. They want to run heavy, but I like Cutler.
You're bringing in a QB that hasn't run with anybody yet, hasn't done much, and they're trying to get everything together.
Where are
you think he just can come?
You're coming from Tannehill. Tannehill fucking sucks. He's the bottom 5 starting quarterback in the NFL. So I'd see nowhere to go but up in terms of quarterback play. The rest of the team, maybe a slight downgrade in terms of their offseason moves, but in my opinion, I think they stay right around.
I know Tannehill sucks, but I just think the chemistry's just a little bit off on the team, like with the injuries going on. So.
I don't buy it.
Okay.
But yeah, same as last year. Patriots, Dolphins, Bills, Jets.
Which is the same order I have as well.
Mm-hmm. I think we're very.
That's a consensus. So that's a wash.
That's the easiest.
Yeah, well, that's
division.
why AFC starts first.
Division.
Let's go to the AFC North. They have their tough tests against the AFC South and the NFC North. I'll start it off again. Last place in the AFC North, I have the Bengals. I have them going 5-11. For this year, they lost a couple guys in the O-line. Like I said in past podcasts, Andy Dalton was the most sacked quarterback with 41 sacks last year. He's going to get pressured nonstop. I can't see, like...
Top 15.
Top 12 offense. That's what has been stated in the past. Not top. Now you're trying to change it.
We do have
podcasts that say top 12.
Top 15.
But you said top.
You said top 12.
Everybody came out like that. Okay, whatever. I'll stand by top 12.
It's just funny. Like I remember these things, and then people just deny them. Like, yeah, I know.
People change their fucking opinions like the fucking season.
I thought he was talking about the bet that maybe it was just top 15.
You have Nixon, you have Hill and Bernard. But like, how much work are they going to be able to do with that O line? It's just skeptical in my opinion. AJ Green can get you down the field. They can score. Is that defense going to hold up? I don't know. I think that this is the year that the Bengals do really bad. They got to get rid of Marvin Lewis. Marvin Lewis has been with that team every year. They go to the playoffs. They lose it every single time. They got to get rid of him. The Bengals kind of need an overhaul as well. I have them low 5-11.
I have so much to say, but I won't say.
I know. I got the Ravens third place, 6-10. I don't find anything exciting with that team. Flacco already is hurt. We don't know what his back issue is going to be. I see him not lasting the season. I just don't find anything exciting out of the Ravens with their schedule going up. I have the Browns, like that's just my hot take. Cleveland Browns, let's go. Going 9-7. They're gonna go over 500. Reason? Sports has been completely weird. Like this last 2 years of just random things happening. The Browns haven't been in the playoffs, and I'm not saying they're making the playoffs. They haven't been over 500 in probably 15, 20 years. They haven't been over 500 since Bill Belichick was there as the head coach before they ended up moving to, I believe, Baltimore. So I think that they're actually between weeks 2 and 7. they're going to go on a 6-game win streak. I was looking at the schedule. I think they're going to win those games right in there. They'll lose the first game, win 6 in a row, lose the other game, and then they'll go into their bye week.
So why can't you just say they're 6-1 in a 7-game stretch?
It's been 10 years. They were 10-6 in 2000.
10-6 and when? 2006? 2007. You know what happened that year in 2007?
I don't know. I'm just looking at it.
People who don't bring their homework.
The Red Sox won the World Series.
They have an improved O-line. I understand that they're already talking about Brock Osweiler might be the Week 1 starter, which is not good at all.
Hell.
But you got to look at last year. Although they were one of the worst teams, if you look back at some of their games, they had a lot of close games. Like a lot of shit could have went a different way. So a lot of 2-point, 3-point games last year out of the Cleveland Browns. So I have that as the hot take of them going 9-7. Obviously, they'll probably get 3 wins, but I think they're going to be there. And then I had the Steelers, number 1, 10-6. I think they're going to be a hot and cold team. If you look at their schedule, they have a tough matchup, good matchup, tough matchup, good matchup. Can Big Ben hold up the entire year? He was contemplating retirement. He's been banged up last year. There was a picture of him just out recently with like ice packs on both elbows, both knees, like just like walking like a zombie. Like, because if he can't hold up and he's not there leading that team I think goes down a lot. Is Bell gonna keep holding out? Like, what's going on with that? I know Bell's ready to go and he can step in like week 1. He come in the day before and like get that team going. But I see that team as a 10-6 team. They're still gonna win the division. The Steelers, because they have Antonio Brown, they have Bell, and they have a pretty solid defense. And they're good at home. So moving on to you guys for that AFC North.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Steelers at 12-4. They're going to win a lot of games in their division, that's for sure. I have the Ravens and the Bengals both coming in at 9-7, which might be a possible... No, it's 9-7, both of them. And then the Browns are going to be 2-14. I don't know what kind of fucking dirty water you're fucking drinking in Cleveland.
And it's just like the color of this jersey, brown water.
That is the most ridiculous... Like, I could see you want to be bold, you want to fucking do this, do that. Bro, the Browns are not going to win more than 3 games this year.
So, going on that, they just got Myles Garrett, and they have an improved O-line. Like, you don't think they're just going to be a better team than last year?
They could put LeBron at tight end. They could fucking bring out anybody from retirement. I can't even name anybody that would be funny.
Trent Richardson.
They could bring Trent Richardson back. They could bring fucking anybody back from retirement, from the dead. Dude, they're not winning more than 3
I just think if there's going to be a surprise team out there that's a shitty team that ends up being good this year, it's them. If you watch their games last year, they were close games. I won't get more into it. I don't want to waste time.
Okay.
I haven't projected actual records. I think it's really hard to pick an exact win-loss, but I have the Ravens winning. I have the Ravens winning the division. The Ravens were banged up like crazy last year and still finished 8-8, and I think they're in ascending. Their offseason moves have been really solid, actually. I really think that they'll just squeeze out
Danny Woodhead. I can name that.
Name 3 offseason moves.
Macklin.
So Danny Woodhead, Jeremy Macklin, and if I'm not mistaken, this might be wrong, but Dontari Poe, I think, signed with the Ravens, if I'm not mistaken.
You're mistaken.
That might be wrong though. But they picked up a defensive
player. How about losing
player.
Steve Smith?
I'm not too worried about it because I think he was a little bit of a shell of himself at the end of last year. Again, banged up. Look, I don't know the exact acquisitions that they made, but I do know that they did make some big acquisitions. I can't. No, it was the safety from Jefferson from Arizona. That's who it was. And he's one of the best safeties in the NFL. I mean, look, with all those injuries last year, they still finished 8-8. I think they're the toughest of all those AFC teams, especially for the Patriots. I think they give us such a hard time. So I'm just putting the Ravens number 1. I think the Steelers are right there with them. I think they probably finish with the same record, but just somebody wins.
You're not worried about Flacco's injury
no,
right
not
now?
really.
Nothing.
No.
You're not worried about the former tight end running his own kid over and killing his kid?
I'm really not worried about that. It doesn't affect the football field.
Because that's a pretty bad fucking...
I know.
They already had a murderer on their team who won 2 Super Bowls.
We're picking division winners.
And they already had a fucking woman beater.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's my pick. I have the Ravens. I have the Steelers right there. It's hard to pick between the two, but I actually like the Ravens. I have come around a little bit on the Bengals. I think I was originally very high on them, and I was going to have them.
Kory, bet season. All right, I don't want you to bring anything to the table, but if the Ravens win that division,
sure,
I will take you out to dinner, and you don't have to do anything for me.
Okay.
But if they win, we'll
Wait.
You're not in on this.
No, where are you guys gonna go to eat dinner?
Your choice. Where do you want to
Davio's?
go? You got to name it now so we know.
Del Frisco's?
Let's just go someplace bullshit like the Chateau.
Okay, Chateau. No appetizers though.
That's fine.
Appetizer.
Appetizers.
So I have the Ravens, the Steelers, like right there, and a lock for the top of the division. Then the Bengals, and then obviously the Browns. And
yeah,
just to like piggyback on what you said about the Browns, just to fully cement the fact that you're just totally bullshitting this.
He doesn't know.
Dude, I know you tried to bring some stats, but the Browns, dude, to say that they were in a lot of games, they had the worst point differential of any team in the NFL last year, bro.
So yeah, they played against the New England Patriots and they got blown the fuck out.
So
like, come on.
They weren't even at the game.
I wasn't at the game. Yeah.
They were a full point below the next worst team, bro, per game of being blown out per game.
Okay, because they played some really good teams.
You're right.
And they get blown out. It's skewed.
They'll play all bad teams this year, and even though the division is one of the toughest in football. But they'll play all bad teams this year, and they'll go 10-6. Don't worry about it, guys.
You just don't believe in the hype.
This guy is a
look. Cleveland can win 4 games. And
this is the dog pound, baby. Let's go.
His hype train is off the rails.
You're a stupid idiot.
Bengals are top 12 offense.
I
like how you're just changing your tone.
Are the Saints a top 12 offense? Holy shit, why does it take you this long to decide that? Of course they're a top 12 offense, and they're not a good team.
Debatable.
The Bengals are not going to be a great team this year, but they'll be a good offense.
Yo, can we get to the fucking next division?
That's
we should have left him. We should have just left him off the podcast again.
Leave him off the podcast.
But he's mad because I fucking butt dressed all of his points. Like he doesn't handle it.
Not really. Like that's cool. Like I had notes beforehand, and you're just googling stuff like right now.
Dude,
but like kind of that's cheating. Like you're like straight up just cheating. Like
oh, you're right.
I come
because
in with
I don't
notes.
know every stat off the top of my head. I'm a fucking terrible footballer.
Not really. Like dude, we're just trying to have like a quick conversation.
Fucking Twitter fingers over here and Butterfingers over here. Let's go.
I took hard notes, dude. I'm fucking way ahead of the game.
This guy took his fucking notes in Shopee. How you doing, you fucking blockhead?
No,
you don't have
notes. No.
I'm not gonna rip off.
How am I supposed to know my records? No.
This guy took his notes
in
in
Shopee. If you take those notes away and put my laptop away, I guarantee this motherfucker knows nothing compared to me.
Oh, because I don't have anything.
Put it away.
No, keep it, because you'll be fucking lost.
They'll just be yelling about dumb fantasy shit and crying about how the league.
What about fantasy?
How's David walking foot? How's David walking foot? How many
Nobody appreciates me.
All right, let's go. Sorry, I crumpled that up. I wasn't gonna rip it, but I wanted to show the. Can I just?
Some people think that's a bad thing. It's
hands
not.
down. It's not bad, but I just want to see it in Sharpie. I think it's fucking.
Yeah,
fun.
there.
Let me put it up there. All right.
Put it up there.
Put it up there. Show them it's in Sharpie. I think it's fucking.
I can't reveal about my AFC South.
You're a stupid idiot. All right, go.
AFC South this year, they're playing against the NFC West, the AFC North. I have Jacksonville in 4th place.
Wow.
Going 3-13, same record as last year. A little hype on Jacksonville this year. Some people think they have a better defense. Is Bortles even going to start this season? There's been talk about Chad Henne starting. People have probably seen the video of Bortles throwing it to Allen Robinson. Keep it in bounds. Young team. Bad chemistry all around. I just think that team's going nowhere. Colts, I have them going 4-12. The reason for that is there's so much uncertainty with Andrew Luck right now. Andrew Luck is that offense. They still have no good defense there. They really haven't improved themselves at all on that side of the ball. If Andrew Luck doesn't play the first 5 or 6 weeks, and even if he does play week 2 or 3, like is he even 100% healthy? You have an aging Frank Gore there in the backfield. I don't find anything good out of that team. I have the Texans going under 500 at 6-10. I think they're going to start 2-4 for the season. Last year they were 9-7. I just feel like they're going to fall off as well too. I do like Tom Savage with the Hopkins connection. I like Bill O'Brien. Like we've watched him on Hard Knocks last year. Just I don't have the schedule in front of me, but just looking at that schedule and eyeballing the schedule, it's not great. I just feel they're gonna fail. The Titans are gonna win the division no matter what, and we're bullshitting records anyways because you don't know which way it's gonna happen. But the Titans are gonna win the division. I had them going 11-5 this season. They've been improving every year with Mariota there. They added Decker. They got Corey Davis on the offense. They're a smash mouth offense as well with DeMarco Murray. You have Derrick Henry, which they'll get more involved this season. One of the best O-lines that they have there. Offense could be good. I think they're going to be the third best team in the AFC as well. They won't get the bye, but they'll be up there at the top. Tennessee football's back in business.
All right, let me go.
It's not your turn.
Yeah, it's not your... No, let him go, because he wants to shit all over
me. Mixing it up. All right, go ahead.
Okay, you can go.
All right, sure. So, just before I go into mine, you said for the Texans you like Savage. I meant to ask you about the Browns. Who do you like for their starting quarterback?
Doesn't matter.
I would say that too if I didn't know who was starting for them.
Right. Well, right now they have Osweiler, you have Kaiser as well. So they're gonna start Osweiler, like I just said earlier.
Who else do
they have? They have Kessler too, Cody Kessler.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So like they're just experimenting with quarterbacks right now in the preseason. So, I don't know who's gonna start week 1. I don't know who's gonna be the quarterback. Bro, Brock Osweiler could start week 1 and be good. Like you don't know. Like he showed last year he completely sucked.
Yeah, the reason that I asked is just because for me personally, maybe I'm biased, but
you're biased.
Looking at a team's quarterback is pretty indicative of where they finish the regular season in general. I mean, the quarterback-coach combo obviously is everything in the NFL. So I just have no faith in any. I actually don't expect Tom Savage to finish the whole season. I expect
they'll put Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I expect Watson to take the job relatively soon, maybe early. So maybe week 1.
Do you find him a leader like? That, like, it sounds like you're trying to talk up the. I mean, I said they'll go 6 and 10. I have them second, so it doesn't like.
No, I actually, I'm actually gonna put the Colts number 1. I just think if Luck comes back before week 6, I think they still win the division. I think the Titans are for real. I just think they're the type of team that will lose games they should win.
I'm just gonna go on that as well. It's a close division no matter which way you look at it.
This is actually this division
9 and 7,
and the NFC East are the 2 hardest divisions for me to predict. So I have the Colts 1, the Titans 2, and then I have Houston and then Jacksonville.
Yeah.
And Houston and Jacksonville I have really around the same record, but I have a lot of confidence in all those teams to finish at the top or the bottom, to be honest. I mean, the only team I wouldn't project to be at either the top or the bottom is I don't see the Titans finishing at the bottom. I feel like that would never happen. But other than that, I think any team could finish top or bottom.
The Titans, I believe, were 9 and 7 last year. You don't think they'll get any better than that?
Not necessarily. I think the whole division is kind of slowly ascending. I don't think any of those teams are getting worse. The Colts got banged up with injuries really badly last year, and they're the best team in that division, I think, on paper. I think they're the best team on paper. And that's I know their defense isn't there, but I think Andrew Luck covers up so much, dude. I think he's still the 4th best quarterback in the NFL.
They're kind of like the Saints in a way. Like the Saints don't have like a defense either,
but I think they're better than the Saints. I think they're definitely better than the Saints. Is that why? I don't understand how that's like a bold take. They've been historically better than the Saints.
No, I'm just fucking wondering why you guys are fucking taking so long. Okay. We have like fucking a lot more divisions to talk about.
Let's just go through all the divisions real quick. We'll just
exactly. You guys are fucking talking about
all right, go ahead.
The Saints when we're talking about the fucking Titans.
Go ahead, Ricky.
All right, Titans 10 and 6. Next team.
Okay, AFC West.
The Colts.
Let's go.
The Colts.
He's rushing you like he's just.
I thought you said next team, like next division.
Next team or next division?
I don't know.
What did he
just
say?
Paused really long.
Bro,
I thought you were waiting.
Bro, just.
I know it's hard out here.
Stay in your fucking lane.
My lane's right here on the left-hand side.
The Colts will be 8 and 8.
Where the fuck did music go?
Your battery is low. You want to charge it?
No.
It's gonna pop up.
Anyways, fix that shit. Yo, this is the worst podcast besides
AFC South. Go.
podcast.
Houston Texans.
Because he's just
Tennessee Titans.
he's been in such a negative mood.
Jacksonville. I'm in a great mood.
Houston Texans are gonna be 6 and 10.
Jacksonville
Jaguars
last.
4 and 12.
Okay.
Have we gotten like the first place team right every time besides him? He said the Ravens, right?
Yeah.
He said the Ravens. I said Steelers, Patriots, and
Yeah,
Titans.
Steelers, Patriots, Titans. All right, and we all said Titans.
No, I said the Colts.
Oh, you're wrong. All right, go.
Let's go to AFC West. They're facing the AFC East and the NFC East this upcoming year. I'm gonna go with the Chargers starting at the bottom. They're gonna go 5-11. I keep saying 5-11 a lot. A very tough start. I'm gonna get on the screen. A very tough start. Denver, Miami, Kansas City, Philadelphia, the Giants, Oakland, Denver, and New England. And in those games right there, I think they'll probably beat Miami. They might pull out maybe one more game. They're going to start the season until the bye week with only 2 wins. After the bye week, they're going to go 500. Can Keenan Allen stay healthy for this upcoming season as well, fantasy-wise? Phillip Rivers is I think an above-average quarterback that should get at least another playoff run before he stops, but I just don't see anything good out of that team right there. Let's go moving along. Chiefs, I think I get a little bit worse this year. They're gonna go 8-8, stay at 500. They have a top defense. I think they have the best defense in the league, but I just think that their offense is not as good. Can you stop putting your hand there? I think they're gonna stay at 500 all season. Running back situation's a little bit iffy. Charles is gone there. Tyreek Hill, a lot of people on his side. I think he's gonna be exposed as well this upcoming season. Broncos, I have them listed as 10-6. They're gonna start the season 1-3. They have a Week 5 bye. They're gonna go 9-3 the rest of the season. They're gonna win their last 5 games in a row to get them into the playoffs. If you look at their last 5 games, easy matchups with the Broncos. Their defense will keep them in games. There's a lot of talk about Paxton Lynch and Semien, but they still have a good overall offense. Don't forget, 2 years ago, C.J. Anderson was good. They got Jamal Charles there, Emmanuel Sanders, and Demaryius Thomas. Sorry for touching your phone.
Their offense is great.
It's just like great Paxton players. Lynch. We don't know the Paxton Lynch and Semien thing, but the defense is still a top defense. They keep them in games. Raiders, the team that everyone wants to root for, 12-4. They're a hot team. Got Marshawn Lynch. After their bye week, they do have a tough road going towards the playoffs. New England, Denver, Giants, Kansas City, Dallas, Philadelphia, and the Chargers. That's how they end the season. I actually think that they only lose 2 of those games, and I think they're going to prove themselves to be a playoff contender. That will push them forward, and I can see them in the AFC title game this year. Guys, what do you guys think?
Alex, are you going to jump over me again? Go ahead.
No, I want to give you as much time as you need.
No, go ahead. You already fucked me once, so might as well fuck me twice. Double penetration.
All right, cool. So I got the Raiders first. I got the Chiefs second. I got the Broncos third and the Chargers fourth. I really want to put the Broncos higher, but I think their team is stacked on paper, but they just have no quarterback. And, I mean, Paxton Lynch could make a huge step this year. I don't have a lot of confidence in him, to be honest. I think when he did show, I know he was a rookie last year, correct? I don't think he showed a whole lot. I mean, obviously he's still a rookie, so he could improve by leaps and bounds. I don't have a lot of confidence in them. I'd like to put them higher. I don't believe in the Chiefs really, but they made the playoffs 2 years ago with no receiving touchdowns, and I thought that was their biggest weakness. I think they'll be fine.
Andy Reid is a good coach.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And I think coach means a lot. I think the Raiders are, unless Andrew Luck can start week 1 and is relatively full strength, I think the Raiders are the second best team in the AFC. And that's it. The Chargers are just by default in the fourth. I want them to be higher as well. I think that division is really good. The Chargers are going to suffer from that whole transition to LA. They've already been like some crazy things about how they can't find a suitable place to keep their players or anything like that. So I
remember reading a lot before they even moved there that Phil Rivers didn't even want to go to LA at all. He wanted to stay in San Diego. So
yeah. So I love the Chargers. I've actually been a big fan of the Chargers. I just don't think they're going to do anything special this year.
All right, I got the Chargers coming in last. Is that what you had too?
Yes.
All right, so I have the Chargers at 7-8-1. And this is where I'm going to win our bet because I have the Chiefs at 11-5. I have the Broncos at 11-5. And I also have the Raiders at 11-5. So they're all going to be 11-5. And basically right there, I just picked the division winner. So next division.
Do all 3 of them make the playoffs?
Who wins the division though?
I just said they're all going to be 11
and 5. We're making a bet. You have to pick a division winner.
I just said 11 and 5.
Sounds like a blockhead to me.
So you just cut. All right, I'm gonna pick. Every division is exactly tied at 8 and 8. So everybody is the division winner. So I win the bet.
Okay, so do that. But I just did it.
You have to pick a winner. Who wins the tiebreakers?
No, I just did it.
Which I don't even think it's possible for them to all go 11-5.
It's definitely possible. How is it not possible? Do you watch fucking football?
No, it depends. Unless with the previous records that you just put on all the players.
Yes, bro.
No,
if you want to
probability won't.
How is it not possible?
The probability won't match up because it only happens 8% of the time.
The last few teams, unless you knock down like half of the other teams in the AFC, then those teams can't all have 11 wins.
How can they not?
The more you talk,
bro, they play another division in the AFC.
So look at all the records, because I already did my fucking math in my head.
Right.
Bro, I have them all going 11 and 5. You could look back at this podcast and do the math later and try to call me stupid later, but you're going to be the one
more
that
you
looks
talk
stupid.
Over there, the harder it gets down.
I know.
Stop fucking wasting your breath.
Bro, I know. I wouldn't talk if I didn't know shit.
NFC East.
I know my shit, bro.
NFC East, moving on to NFC. So consensus, guys.
Okay.
Patriots win the AFC East. We have Steelers and Ravens. We have Titans and Colts. And you have the whole AFC West somehow winning the division. And
I didn't say the Chargers.
Dude, he's got to pick. He's got to pick somebody, or the bet doesn't count.
No, that counts.
How the fuck doesn't it count? At least Babs knows.
I'm gonna change all my bets. All my opinion.
All my bets.
Oh, the Bengals are a top 1 defense.
Yep. Easy.
I mean,
can we talk about the NFC now?
Everybody goes 8 and 8 this season. It's a new thing. Actually, no. 0-0-16. Everybody.
At least we fucking gave records of what we think that it's gonna.
Yeah, I could fucking throw records out there too. But
okay, throw them out.
Records are the tiebreaker.
All right, the Patriots go 16-0. Records go 16. The record, if they're all the same, you have to pick a division winner.
No, you don't. I just said they're all gonna go 11.
All right, Pats are gonna go 11.
One of them are gonna win.
Dolphins are gonna go 11 and 5. Bills are probably gonna go 11 and 5.
You're
Jets
a stupid idiot.
16.
You're a stupid idiot. You
I
should have
would
went
say
to sleep.
Steelers went 11 and 5. Ravens go 11 and 5.
You should have went to sleep.
Titans 11 and 5.
Stick to fantasy.
I don't know if those numbers add up. Maybe you can check my numbers after this podcast and we can.
Sammy
fix
Watkins.
It. What about him? He's on the Rams, bro.
He was on me last year. He was on me. It's on you now. Sammy
at least he's not hurt. He's fucking traded.
I'd rather have O'Leary sitting over there. At least we would add a better conversation.
First of all, O'Leary had to take my seat last time, so that's where you got it fucked up. This guy had a fucking, yo, I got traps, bro.
I can find some tape if you want.
Get the fuck out of here.
NFC East, they're against the NFC West and the AFC West this upcoming year. I have the Cowboys coming in last. The team that was atop last year at the NFC are going to be coming last place. The reason is Zeke is suspended until week 8. He's got 6 game suspension plus the bye week. That's going to be upheld. It's the way it's going to look. That team also has started off with the Giants, Denver, Arizona, and they're also playing Green Bay before the week 6 bye. That's 4 losses right there. They're going to start the season 1-4. They're going to come back with Zeke, win a couple of games, but that team is going to collapse. They're not the same team as last year. I also think people don't believe contract years or sophomore slump for Dak Prescott. Redskins, I have them chalked up at 7-9. Is Pryor going to be the real deal for that team? I do like Jamison Crowder. I like Dawson as well. They do have a semi-good offense. I don't like Rob Kelly. I don't like that other running back that they have too for the rookie.
Samaje Perine.
Thank you. I can't say his name. That's why I didn't want to say it to embarrass myself, but I already did, so it doesn't matter. Contract year for Cousins. The team already with Cousins, they have bad vibes going into the season. I just think that team's not. I think Cousins is a good quarterback, way above average quarterback. I just don't see anything happening with that Redskins team. Just because as well, I think I have the Eagles ahead of them, 9-7. Wentz improves. Still a suspect offense. I'm not a big fan of Alshon Jeffrey. They have an improved O-line. They got rid of what's his face over there that they just got rid of and they cut, which Matthews. I think Blount's not great. His yards per carry is not great, but still, that's a team that's going to score touchdowns. They'll get there. They're an improving team. They're not going. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs this year, but they're improving. Giants, top team in that division, 12-4. I think they're going to be the top defense this year. I have them locked in as the number 1 defense. If Eli Manning can keep his interceptions down, they're going to be a top 4 offense this year as well, with the addition of Brandon Marshall, Odell Beckham, and Shepard there. And looking at their schedule, the first 7 games, they're going to start 6-1. I think so. They're going to get off to a hot start. And after the bye week, they'll simmer down a little bit, but I still think they'll finish 12-4. They'll win the division. I see them in the NFC title game.
Perfect. I have the New York Giants winning the division at 10-6 and going on to compete in the Super Bowl in Minnesota. Thank you very much. I also have the Cowboys at 9-7. They're really gonna hurt from the Zeke loss. Like, they had a great year last year. It's not gonna be repeated. Whatever. Blah blah. They were 1 and done in the playoffs.
Pretty ballsy to say that they're gonna bounce back. Like, and they can just put anybody in running back and.
Yeah, I think so. Both players that are their backups have been RB1s in the past. Whether they can fucking take a time machine and go back to that time, we'll see. But 9-7, I have Philadelphia at 7-9, and I have the Redskins at 6-10. Kirk Cousins is gonna get paid, but not in Washington.
Not like he wanted to play there anyways.
I agree.
This and the AFC South are the 2 hardest divisions to pick.
They're fun though.
I'm just gonna say they all go 7-9, and I think they all tie for the division win.
See, he's fucking smart. Now you learned something from me.
Nah, so I have the Eagles winning the division.
Okay, so now you just fucked yourself.
So the Eagles are my choice just because I think they're a top 10 defense. I think Wentz ascends just a little bit, like takes a small step forward, and I like their additions on offense. I think it'll work well for them. I like the fact that this is a really weird take, but I'm happy that they cut Ryan Matthews. It gives me confidence that they found something in Wendell Smallwood and Blunt, like as a combo. I think they have a lot of confidence in the run game without him.
Sproles died.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, Ryan Matthews is not like the scat back on that offense. But I'm just saying that I think they found something there, and I think something is brewing there. And the defense is legit. I don't think that goes away. I have the Giants number 2. I see this division being super, super close. I'd be surprised if more than one team finishes with 10 wins. I think they're going to beat the shit out of each other. And I have a hard time projecting the last 2 just because of the Zeke situation. Like, if his suspension kind of comes off and it's in flux for maybe next season, or if he really does serve the 6 games. I mean, if he serves 6 games, I wouldn't hesitate to put them at the bottom of the division. I really like the Redskins. I wanted to pick the Redskins to win this division, but I don't think they just don't have the talent to compete with the Giants.
I have 2 quick questions, Alex.
Sure.
Do you think that Ryan Matthews will find another job this year, whether it's an injury to a running back or whatever? Will he find another job in the NFL this year?
Yeah.
Okay, will he be fantasy relevant? That's my other question.
Yes.
Obviously, somebody will pick him up once he gets.
That's a hard question to answer because it depends on what capacity.
Even just 1 week start. Will he be on a fantasy roster starting for a week?
I guess I would lean yes, but I mean, what if a team? What if the Patriots lose two of their running backs and pick him up? Like, then he's not fantasy relevant. I wouldn't start him if he was on the Patriots. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's a depth guy, like he has 2 possible scenarios where he steps in and becomes a feature back for a team that really needs a back, or that the Patriots or some team that's loaded just says we need depth. We lost our backup. And
I didn't ask you to go in depth. I just asked you, is he going to be fantasy relevant?
Yes, maybe 1 week.
Okay, 1 week.
It's very simple.
Do you think he'll be relevant?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I think that he's gonna go to a team, get picked up, but it's gonna be like a Christine Michael
He'll just
type
be
bullshit.
he'll just be relevant on
You know what I mean?
on Alex Baez's team because he has no running backs,
Damn, that's fucked up.
and he'll just only be relevant to his mind. You said that was a tough division to kind of. You said that was gonna be a tough division to kind of predict, but I actually think the NFC North is going to be a tough division,
Dude,
minus 1 team.
Yo, I'm not gay anymore.
I came in the closet.
Guys, settle down over there.
Alright, what's the next division?
The NFC North. They're facing the AFC North, the NFC South.
I love you, bro.
I love you too.
I wish I had that same love, but it's
You
because I
picked
don't have
the
a
Browns
chance.
to finish second in the division.
Well,
Fuck you.
I
Nobody
would-
loves you.
Yo, the dog's upstairs, buddy.
Fucking
The dog pound.
Ran away.
Daisy's up.
You're sleeping in the
Oh.
crate tonight, faggot.
It's just because I don't have one of those. And it's the
Wait,
championship.
be careful when you
This?
call this guy.
Yeah,
Hey,
and
be careful when you call this guy. He might fucking go cry and go on suicide watch
He already
again.
is, bro. Like
Last night, this guy was on suicide watch.
Absolutely.
Tonight, he's the fucking biggest supporter of the LOL. Legends of Lawtown, baby.
I'm gonna make sure when I win the
Yo,
champion-
we got a new sign too. LOL.
I'll make sure when
You
I
like
win
it?
the, when I win the
You like
champion
it?
when I win the
Yo,
championship
throw the LOL up, real
when I
quick.
win the championship this year, I'm gonna make
Let's
sure
all
I
throw it.
keep.
Let's all throw out the LOL. All
right,
for
let's
a
go.
quick picture, we'll get this shit on the chat. Okay, good. All right, screenshot that. That's at 55:27. God bless.
When I win the championship this year, I'm gonna make sure I keep myself separated from you two and the past champions like David and Duke. I'm in my own tier. I'm number one. That's the way it's gonna end up being.
Won't happen.
NFC North. They're playing the AFC North
I'll
and the
take the
NFC
field on
South.
that one. Easy as
Let's throw another $20 on that one.
Last place, I have the Bears, 4-12. I don't think they're gonna. They went 3-13 last year. They'll improve by one game. You'll get to talk in a second. One more win just because they stay healthy. I understand I drafted Jordan Howard. I still think that Jordan Howard would be fantasy relevant, but we're talking about the Bears. They really have nothing going for them. No good receivers over there. Victor Cruz might be drafted for Howie. Maybe a little salsa dance, maybe only once during the season, but that's it. Go ahead, just talk.
Do they still have jelly?
Bro, I have someone totally off topic.
Jeremy Langford?
They do have Jeremy Langford.
I think
Yeah.
you get to look on him. Will he be fantasy relevant this year?
I think Fat Morte will be
Fat Mort?
starting. I mean, yo, I have a question. I have a question.
Go ahead.
It does not have anything to do with. All right, you said you're gonna win the championship, bro. So back onto that. All right, I want to do a little bet with you because everybody in the group chat always talks shit. I don't talk shit. I know you're fat. Okay, if I win the championship or Alex K wins the championship, then you have to do a podcast with us next summer in a bikini so everybody can see your extra skin.
Not happening.
He won't even be in the
Not
league by
happening.
then, bro.
Oh yeah, he's already. fucking
I'm already out.
Hanging it up.
Yep.
Okay. 10-team PPR.
Haven't you seen?
10-team PPR. I will never go PPR.
Shout
I will
out-
never go 10.
Shout out to the Degenerate Night Crew Fantasy Football
All right, shut
League.
up. Bears last place.
10-team
Bears last
PPR.
place. Who's third?
Love you guys. You guys have been watching this as well. Huge support. These guys don't support as much
All right,
as you guys
I'm gonna
do.
stop fucking.
Love that as
I'm gonna
well.
stop Facebook messaging everybody in that league.
Yeah, go right ahead.
It's already
Just
started.
Keep showing up
Bro,
like that.
listen.
It's fine.
If you go to another league,
I've already been
consider
in
it
another
the Civil
league.
War.
I've already
Our
been in
league
another league.
against your league, and we will fight to the finish for our commissioner. You're fucking coming back
So,
to the LOL.
I think a lot of people think like this league is like competitive, but last year showed that it's not
Bro.
because Duke won the championship. It's a complete fluke, and fantasy is complete luck. It's not even competitive in this league. It's a lot of retards in this league. Look at some of the like.
Hold on. Where do you get your stats? Because
Look at some of the reaches. Look at some of the reaches that happen. Like Joe Mixon, like what a reach,
Bro, the Browns are gonna finish
you look
in
at
second,
fucking
don't
Sammy.
worry about
Who drafts Sammy Watkins? Like what the fuck kind of pick is that? It kind of just shows that this league
He
is
went
not
right into
competitive at all.
before he was traded.
Not
If you want to
competitive.
look it up.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying to have the floor to talk right now, and you just talk over everyone.
He doesn't
Fucking-
make any sense, so he has to be talked over sometimes.
I will say, Babs is the most
left
bipolar
over here.
person I've
No,
ever.
left
fucking
over
shit.
here.
That's why I said
Bipolar and
left over
bisexual. This guy is fucking two different. I will not. Bro, when your new league finds out the person you are deep down, besides the fucking.
They already know who I am. They
NFC
already
North!
absolutely
NFC
know.
North!
They already know it.
Do they know that you're a fucking tool?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why they like you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Maybe
you're
not.
gonna go to that league and you're gonna be the Pat of that league.
I'm a tool, but it is what it is.
They might actually be able to tolerate him because they have to work with him, so they're
Yeah,
afraid to hurt
they
his
have- yeah,
feelings.
that's
So they'll be extra nice to him.
Very, very,
Because
very.
they see him like every day, and if he's like on a rampage on some fantasy shit, like he'll just come in and be like, "Fuck this, man! I'm gonna let everybody die." That's what you do,
I'm
man.
just nervous,
I don't know what
bro.
you do.
Like the guy's gonna fucking lose the league and then lose his job.
Dude,
in the same
like I
year.
said, I said this in the chat, bro. If he leaves, he's gonna regret it. Ultimately, it's on him. Like,
I'm
he's
not gonna regret it.
Like
So
if
how
The
am I
league
gonna
goes
regret
on.
it?
I know.
Bro,
Yeah, the league
the
goes
trophy
on.
goes on. We don't have to cross any fucking
I'm just
names
saying,
off
like
the
you're
trophy.
gonna regret it. You're gonna look back
How?
and think like, damn, bro, I had like you enjoy being commissioner. You enjoy starting this
absolutely.
shit. But
Absolutely.
dude, when you step down and you don't get it back, you're gonna be upset, bro.
Not really.
Yeah, you will be.
No, I mean, look. I know it's easy to say that now when you're about to do it, but
Bro, I won't even draft. I won't even come. I won't even show up Sunday. I'll just go home Sunday.
This is your home.
I just go to Lawrence.
Oh, okay. I'll hold.
I can't wait till Sunday. I'm bringing mud kips.
I'm bringing meatballs.
Just make sure when we have people come over, you flush your pubes down the toilet, okay?
It's just like it's a thing where I like to leave them there. You wouldn't understand when you don't fuck bitches.
No, of course not.
All right. Anyways, next division.
Get this shit out of here. That's what I think about your fucking trophy.
Man,
that shit outta
disrespect
here.
the league right here. This dude thinks.